And here I am again. It's Tisha Kane again. I was at the Stockton court today. You guys got that video. And the little security guard asked, what's your name? And I said, hey, do you know that little story in the Bible called Cain and Abel? And he said, yes. And I said, well, Miss Kane is coming. And he kind of just looked at me, but I wanted to get on here. This was this little YouTube channel was kind of a dare. I guess people in my class think I am very motivating, but I just am who I am, and that's why I wanted to get on here. You know what? Does anybody ever read this? I was wondering. I got this thing on Amazon for $3.95. And I'm talking in my Texas accent because I think if I do that, you guys just might listen up. Nobody reads anymore. I even told a judge in my town, I said, Your Honor, I said, nobody reads. Did you read? And he got real quiet on me. I said, you know, the sheriff, I just gave her mandamus, and she doesn't even know what a sheriff's mandamus is. I find this quite funny. But I wanted to get on here tonight because I thought maybe it'd be important to read this. I don't have any social media. I don't watch media. I don't care what's going on. I turned off all that government stuff off my phone. I don't believe in the government. And in fact, I think they're all coming crumbling down. It's just a matter of time. And so I'm here today because my husband was scrolling through one of those little YouTube videos, and he saw an attorney up at the Supreme Court of the United States, and they were arguing something about these mandates, these mask mandates, and how it was against our constitutional rights. Well, I'm here to tell you in my Texas voice, although I'm in California, I do this really well. In my Texas voice, the Constitution, the United States Constitution, is not to be interpreted. It's just to be followed. Imagine that. Why would I ever take this all the way up to the United States Supreme Court? If it's a violation of your right, it is a violation of your right. Let's read for a second. Nobody reads. I thought I'd just take this out. You know, I highlight mine. I underline mine. I get this all ready to go in case anybody approaches me who doesn't know the law, because I know the law. And I'm well steeped in constitutional case law. Not many people are these days. And if you try to find an attorney, they're going to cost you an arm and a leg. So wouldn't you just much rather read yourself instead of hired one of those bar card associates? Because do you even know what attorney is? Attorney. In common law language, they attorn you over to their master, which is the judge, I guess if you call him that. I don't know, but according to my indenture, the Holy Bible, there's only one judge who can save and destroy, and buddy, you ain't it. James 4:12 tells us one judge who can save and destroy. And buddy, if you're wearing a black dress, you ain't my judge. I have one judge. But I wanted to bring you back here to the Constitution of the United States. Pick it up. It's a nice little read. A lot of people don't know. They march into court and say, well, I have these constitutional rights. And well, a lot of people don't know, but we haven't been under the Constitution since 1999. And I'm just going to leave that there and hope that you do some homework to figure it out. But if you go to the First Amendment, it says this: freedom of religion, speech, and press. You have a constitutional right of freedom, religion, and press. Freedom, speech, freedom of religion, speech, and press. Let me read that again. Congress shall make no law, that's important, respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the free speech of the press or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievance. So basically, I have a United States constitutional right to free speech. So if I want to say fuck you, I can say fuck you. Now, I don't say that in the earshot of my little 6-year-old because I tell you, he's learning language and we don't want him to say that quite yet. But if he feels it in the pit of his gut to say that to someone one day, if anybody forces him to do something unconstitutional, he has the right to say fuck you, and I give him that right. Pick this up. You know, we had season tickets over at the Raiders Stadium in Las Vegas, and we decided not to go this year because they were violating our Fourth Amendment right. You know what the Fourth Amendment says? Let's read it because nobody reads. Fourth Amendment, search and arrest for warrants. Arrest warrants, search and arrest warrants. The right of the people to be secured in their persons, houses, and papers. So you're telling me I have a United States constitutional rights to be secured in my papers, whether it be this paper, whether it be these papers. I have a right to be secured in my papers. Why would I ever show anybody a passport? That's my papers. I'm secured. I have a right to be secured in my papers. This baffles me. Stand up. Peacefully do not comply. If it's against your constitutional right, stop. Pick this up. Look how little. Look how little. The Constitution is not to be interpreted. It's to be followed. Case law is to be interpreted. Stare decisis, I don't know if you guys know what that means, but case law is to be interpreted. The Constitution, no. You have a right to free speech. You have a right to be secured in your papers. And you have a lot more rights if you just read this little book. I put it in my shirt sometimes. And I walk around with just the U.S. sticking out. People get all scared. And they go running. Imagine that. But I want to leave you with that one little thought here today. Because my husband thinks I'm really funny in this little Texas accent. I'm going to come back in my little Minnesota accent. And we're going to bring on the Minnesota accent. We're going to take out the boat here in the next video. Don't you know? Wherever you are, from my heart to yours, peace and love. Tisha Kane. Woo!